Hey, you are listening to the All In Networker podcast. My name is Dan McCabe, and today is day 22 of All In 490. And in the workbook, today we talk about the industry. This is one of my favorite things to talk about because we get to really dissect and understand this industry of network marketing. And as we go through the next few pages, the next few podcasts, we're going to talk about how do you handle those objections and how do you preemptively handle the objections that come around when people say, well, isn't that an MLM? Is that a pyramid scheme? That sounds like network marketing. That sounds like a scam. And so we get to deal with all of that. So I love this one. I've been a student of this industry for a long time. Looking forward to jumping into it. Let's go. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dan, day 22. So I'm excited jumping in and talking about the industry here. But first and foremost, I'm going to talk a little bit about my day and what went down. So I'm pretty excited about some of the stuff I created for the industry of network marketing, for network marketing professionals. I'm a big believer in people building their own personal brand. I'm a big believer in people owning their own contact list, building their own communities, their own cultures. And that is why I took the initiative a little over a year ago now to license a really cool software, but then customize it and build it out for network marketers. It does all kinds of funnels and websites and automated marketing, emails. It's got your calendar, everything under one roof. Everything under one roof because that's what the network marketer needs. They need something simple, like stupid simple. You know, a lot of people know like ClickFunnels or they know some of those other software programs out there, and they use them, but if you use those softwares, you have to band-aid them together with like 6 different softwares to make everything to work. So we created a really cool customized version for network marketers of a similar software where everything's under one roof. But anyway, so today what I did was I woke up super early, not even on purpose. I just couldn't sleep. I had a little bit of entrepreneurial energy going on early this morning. I think I woke up about 4:30 this morning, strolled down to my little office studio here where I spend most of my time. I was sitting back behind me a little bit for those of you watching the video. I've got some couches set up and a TV over there, and sat down with my laptop, responded to a handful of messages, and that took me about a half hour, 45 minutes. Got my timesheet up to date. I do a timesheet where I track all the time that I'm working, and I'd missed a little bit of time yesterday, so I need to make sure I got that done. And then I just jumped into building out some new templates for our customers over at Networker Pro, which is the software that we use, networkerpro.io, for anybody that wants to go check it out. But I built out these new templates, and it wasn't new, but it was like revamped, more customized, more in-depth templates than what we were giving out this past year, with a lot more functionality and a lot more cool features. And it's one of those things. I don't normally sit down and do that stuff myself. I'll try to hire somebody to do it or get somebody to do it for us that is super techy and smart with that stuff. But when it comes to creating the exact flow that you want to see, sometimes you just got to jump in there and get your hands dirty. And because I've been around this kind of technology for so long, I am by no means a developer, but I know my way around well enough. So I just jumped in and did it. It took me about 4 or 5 hours to finally get it fully complete. I'm sure I missed a few I's I still need to dot or a couple T's I need to cross, but for the most part, when I was done, it was 100% done. I'm just sure I missed something and I don't know what I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out. So I got that done and I was looking at it, I'm like, man, that took me 4 or 5 hours, and that's going to like be what sells networkerpro.io for us for the next year. That combined with some of the website templates we have for personal branding and how big a believer I am in needing to do personal branding for network marketers, that combined with that, I'm just like, this is such a no-brainer right now. And it's cool. And I'm really, really excited about it. I'm glad that I finally took the time to do it. I wish I would have done it sooner for the amount of time it took me. I don't know. We all have things in life that we procrastinate, and some of those things don't take very long. Sometimes they take an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. Whatever it is. But it's going to last me, the next year with making some minor tweaks here and there, and it's really cool. So I was excited about that. I'm excited I got that done. Then I did a few things with the family. Took the kids to the park. It's 60 degrees in Minnesota, so that had to happen. They needed that, and it looks like we're going to get cold again tomorrow. So took them to the park, and then spent a lot of time with my 4-year-old today. So it was a good day in that regard. I was able to still do one exposure. I was able to talk to one person. I responded, had quite a few really good conversations with people that I'll be following up with over the next week. I just cranked out my fitness goal about an hour ago. If you're watching the video, I look pretty much like I just took a shower and I came down here to record a podcast. If you were listening to the podcast, you can imagine what that's like. T-shirt, hair's not really combed, but that's fine. Personal development, took care of that right away. And did I give 100% today? I gave 100% to life today for sure. No doubt about it. Now I've got the 4-year-old upstairs watching a movie. I was watching that with him. Decided to pop down here and record this podcast quick. And my older son's got a friend over. My daughter's at a hockey game an hour away because she plays hockey 4 or 5 times a week. Just crazy stuff. So anyways, let's talk about the industry for a few minutes here before we get this wrapped up, because I love this topic, and I'm not going to go into it as deep as much as I love it, because I could so easily get sidetracked by so many different parts of the industry. I'm going to try to stick to it, what the workbook says of day 22, the industry. And all it really is for people that are doing the workbook, it is helping people know. Most people know that this industry of network marketing is generally misunderstood. And, people have all kinds of preconceived notions about it. And we need to figure out how to handle those preconceived notions. Sometimes that comes in the form of handling objections. Sometimes that comes in the form when you start getting better at handling those preconceived notions earlier on in your presentation without them even knowing that you're handling their objections ahead of time. So one of the things I found as I started getting better at this industry was one of the best ways to combat negative people was to know my crap. And to really understand the industry, understand how it works, understand how it's regulated, understand who the big believers are in it, and be able to handle a lot of those things early on in my presentations. And so within the workbook here, it just talks about writing down the top 10 features you can think about, your company, the products, the industry, and you can go online and you can start writing down some of those things that you like the most. And it's a very positive page. Just figure out what is it you like the most. I like the fact that I can leverage other people without having to have a big salary. I like the fact that it's pure. The more work I put in, the more money I get paid. I like that it's pure and that the more people I help, the more they make, the more I make. So I mean, there's all kinds of things about this industry that I love. So I'm always trying to look for the positives around it. And, I was actually just reading another article today, or actually watching some YouTube videos as well this morning. I was looking for some good quotes to put on that page that I created as part of that template. I wanted to go find some good general quotes that were out there. And I was reading about Warren Buffett and all he has to say about the network marketing industry and how positive he is about it. He bought Pampered Chef, and he says it's one of the best investments he ever made. Pampered Chef is a network marketing company. He calls it a direct selling company, and he goes on to explain, the big difference between a network marketing company and one that is less legitimate, which is tomorrow's topic. So I'm going to wait until tomorrow, and I'm not going to talk about that, but I could do that. But I was watching some of those Warren Buffett videos today, and when you're listening to a guy like that, as well respected, as well knowledged as he is in business, and he's buying network marketing companies, we're probably onto something. So if we're having trouble and we're still dealing with negative people and we're not able to change their opinions on the industry of network marketing, that just means we don't know our crap yet. And it's about time you go out there and you learn that. Just like the website I built earlier today, or the templates that I built out, it took me 5 hours. But that's going to serve me for at least a year, probably more. It's going to make me who knows how much money. It's going to be a lot. I'm excited about that too. But the same thing with learning about the industry. You're going out there and you're making this industry your business. Spend 2, 3, 4, 5 hours and make sure you understand it inside and out, and you're able to handle all the objections, and you're able to have an intelligent conversation because you know your facts about the history of the industry, about the regulations of the industry, and the important matters of the industry. So, anyways, I will leave you guys with that today. If you're listening on iTunes, please rate and subscribe this podcast. If you're on YouTube, click the little red button that says subscribe and then the little bell next to it as well. You'll get notified each time we drop a new episode. Otherwise, head on over to allinnetworker.com, danmccabe.com, LinkedIn if you want to direct message me. That's the best place to do it. I check those messages basically every single morning, bright and early, and happy to connect with you and see how we can serve you and help you in your journey as well. So, all right. Love you guys. Appreciate you for hopping on day after day. And until tomorrow, I will talk to you then. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.